Hey.
How are you guys doing today?
All right, so in typical SLR fashion, can you guys hear us? Can you guys see us? Are we having any technical difficulties? Since that seems to be how every live stream always goes.
I will say this. The webcam did not work immediately.
No.
Nor did the microphones work immediately. So,
Nope.
yeah.
We had to kind of finagle with it. I was
You were
like,
a lot
well,
quicker in knowing exactly how to fix it, though.
yeah, I was. I was like, oh, I've been through this one a time or two. Yeah. So, hey, what's going on, everybody? Let me see in here. Who is in the chat? Auntie Ann, thank you so much for being here and moderating.
What's going on?
Uncle Paul Honeyman over the pond, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Thank you to the moderators for hanging out tonight with us. We appreciate you guys always taking the time and doing the job that doesn't get as much thanks as it should. So thank you guys. Let me see. Lila Newton, Tundra Jason, hello, hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
Linda Oakey, Lori Larkin, Petty Jean River Homestead, Randy Moore, Nope Ace, hey, what's going on? The Hillbilly Hermit, Philip
Hey.
White, It's All Grady, Mike
going on,
Birch,
you guys?
Deborah Pinky, hey, hey. And everyone is saying that we are coming in loud and clear, so awesome.
Perfect.
Good, no casualties tonight. Very nice.
Perfect.
So guys, we kind of skipped Real Talk today. We just woke up and we went right to it. Our plan was we were going to do it at lunchtime, but then we kind of just worked through lunch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we took like a little 5-minute break per se to grab water and everything. We looked at each other. Real talk? No? All right. We're
yeah,
getting
let's
it.
just keep going. Well, the thing is that we were like, we knew that we're going to see you guys, tonight here on the live stream. So we were like, hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Philip White says, we love you guys. Well, we love you too. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us,
Yes,
guys.
thank you guys.
Some people might be chuckling to themselves about the title of this video. Can't think of a video title. Let's just hang out and chat. That's definitely what we're going to be doing tonight. So Gary's just coming off of a man's trip.
Yep. My body's finally starting to recoup, and then, I pushed myself today.
Yeah. And yesterday.
And yesterday.
And day before.
But yeah, no. Man, that fishing trip was a blast.
I know, I heard all about it.
Tell you what. And then Tim's live yesterday just made a lot of
I know, now most everybody's heard
memories
all about
and
it.
everything else, yeah. That was a great time.
I want to say thank you to everybody that's hanging out over here off of the Love Raid from 3 Mississippi.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
Mike with 3 Mississippi, I wasn't there and I heard all about it and I'm so sorry. I did nothing.
Oh, man. The funny thing is like I was sitting there in the car and of course, I see that I have an upgrade on my phone or an update. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm driving. I'm not really going to be doing much. Might as well let my phone update. So I hit update, and literally like 10 minutes later, that all those text messages came in and everything else, and everybody's like, oh, it was in the truck. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. And yeah, so
the translation from iPhone to Android is kind of a kicker sometimes.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then once I got my phone booted up and everything, none of those messages came through, but I was definitely letting them have it in the truck in this sense. It was a good old time. That truck ride was, man, that made that 4.5 hour drive go by. I'm just saying.
Ryan Harrington says, great time over the weekend. Tim's video sucked. What? He hasn't even put it out yet. We're gonna watch the premiere for it tomorrow, actually.
Yep.
All the videos that I saw were fantastic, and Gary did bring home the big one, guys. It's actually in the freezer right now. I gotta, get it cooking up here the next day or two. They brought it home frozen, so I
brought it home ready and good to go. Thank you again through Mississippi. Mike, he brought back the
vacuum sealer.
Vacuum sealer
I noticed it was all vacuum sealed and all nice. I was all, wow.
Yeah. We definitely got to do that, and it worked out.
Gary's not usually that way. He'll usually bring it home like in a sack or something, and I
had to have Mike sort of show me the ropes on that one because
Thank you, Mike.
I was all. I've seen it used. I've never used one per se, so what button do I need to push?
You watch me use one all the time.
No, I know.
You're freezing up, guys. Dana Dalton, sorry.
Sorry, could be
our internet. Could
Internet.
be maybe yours. Try refreshing, maybe.
Could be.
If that's it.
Could be a bit of something.
I'm gonna check some of these comments out. Oh yeah, but so Tim is gonna have a premiere video on Ridge Life tomorrow, and I believe he said it was gonna be at 6.
And Maggie Creech, I did not shower with nobody. That was I had to triple check that door. I was like shaking it and trying to like, all right, it's locked. There ain't no way. Right? No doors left open here. All right.
Put the chair under the door just to make sure.
Man.
Put like little booby traps around just in case. Oh, I know that was exactly in that place.
I'll tell you what though, that bathroom in there, man. It was a guy's trip. All right. Both those bathrooms in that cabin got destroyed. All right. And
I feel bad.
Not like in the sense of like it was dirty. I'm just saying. All right.
No, you are all good here. It's all Grady. Thanks so much for letting us know. And hey, Denise and Marcel, good to see you guys.
Yes.
Oh, did you hear? I was actually going to reach out to you, Denise. Did you hear about poor Anthony and Roxanne? I was telling him I was literally just talking about you guys. I was like, man, that happened to them. But I couldn't remember for the life of me what the cure was for the skunking. Type it and let me know.
Yeah.
There's a situation. There's a situation. Let me know what it was. I can't remember what it was. I know you guys tried everything under the sun, though. Petty Jean River Homestead skunk. Yes, poor Country Road Cure. The dogs got skunked. So yeah, if you guys watch Country Road, my brother and sister-in-law up the hill, yeah, they got it. Their dogs got it actually. Which animal got it? Both of the dogs, Mora and Ghost. I was trying to think of their names. I was like, do not use water. Don't give...
Ryan Harrington. Cuddly, I am the punchline for the trip. I will take my initiation with a smile. Ryan, you're a good dude, man.
Oh, is that Ryan?
Was a great...
Ryan?
I'm pretty positive that's him.
Hey, Ryan.
That's awesome. Thank you for joining in on live, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, we had a great old time though, man. It was what my heart and soul needed, man, for the guys trip and just that.
Oh, I know.
Just
you
that bond
did.
and just everything else. Like that was such a great time, I can't get over it. I'm still smiling from ear to ear over how many fish we caught and just the good old times, the laughs, it was good old times. It was good times.
Well, as a wife, I could definitely tell that you needed some of that guy's time and to be able to go out there. And I think all of the guys really needed it too. Everybody in our, I guess, group or whatever, we all hang out together, works so hard. Physically out there works so hard. And despite popular belief, doing YouTube is a hard job if you want it to actually be like a job, right? It's a hard job. So you guys having that mental break and that physical break, even though you guys exhausted yourselves while you're out there in the water wading around, man. And Gary come home, he has a big Charlie horse and stuff.
Dude,
you guys really needed it.
Biggest knot right here, and it was because I had my backpack on, I had my water on, and we were waiting. So I was like, well, I don't want to be walking back and forth from the shoreline. If there is a shoreline, I want to make sure I have all my stuff on me. And yeah, that tore my body up. And then trying to stand in the water and just having that current and. Yeah, my lower back was shot completely after standing in there for that long. On that second day, every one of us was like, I can't stand, dude. I can't stand. Like, we all ended up sitting on the ground just like, oh, I can't move. Yeah, it was bad in that aspect, but it was such a great time, because it was worth it. That pain was I don't know, that was the sacrifice of having such a great time. So I'm happy. I don't care. I'll do it again.
Ryan was saying that he's already packed up and ready to get word about the next trip.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time.
Hey, I'm fine with it. I think you guys totally deserve it and should absolutely 100% plan trips like that for you guys, for the bonding and just for
you girls need to plan
the break of it,
Plan a trip too.
Oh, believe me, we will. I'm thinking, so Sid at 3 Mississippi was saying something about going to Vegas. And you got to remember, girlfriend, I escaped Vegas. I lived in Vegas for over 20 years of my life. I don't even know how many years. long time, right? So
I should go to hot springs.
that's what I'm thinking. I want the spas, and I want like I wouldn't mind the luxury and like the niceness like that Vegas has to offer for sure, but I don't want to go necessarily back to the old stomping grounds. You know what I mean? I just don't. Maybe hot springs though, or someplace like I've never been out towards like I don't know if they have any place in Tennessee or like even south or. But hot springs would be nice because it's semi-close, but not super close for Sid. But
I don't know. But I think you guys should get together and do something.
Yeah, we should do something nice and relaxing for us ladies. And you guys can hang with the kids and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But Cindy Brown, I made a live. Yay, Cindy. Thank you. I know you got a lot. How have you been? Yeah, you got a lot going on right now, and we love you. So anytime you can pop in and out, I appreciate you, sweetie. Big time. Let's see what some of these comments are about, because Gary and I can go on little tangents. You guys know.
We can't help it.
Come on with the come on. How's it going, man?
What's going on?
He says, hey, everyone, here in the background editing. He's up in the Matrix. Are you doing the little back bend thing? I was doing that the other day. I have plans to do that maybe tomorrow. I've been missing on putting out videos here on Simple Life Reclaimed for you guys. Because I had a really big editing day. I've talked about this on Real Talk, but I had a really big editing day. And then I posted like boom, boom, boom. And then now we've just been having to do a lot of the physical work. So we've had a lot of like working days. And I haven't had a day in front of the computer yet, which is why I got stuff on the backlog though. And hopefully maybe tomorrow I'll have me a nice, really good editing day. And Gary's going to go to town and go get a little something.
Yeah.
Care to talk about that a little bit?
I will. I was trying to find the ingredients for
the skunk?
For the skunk.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I was in the midst of
you're good. We already asked them and put them on one task, right? We just got to stay on task.
I was trying to stay.
That's been our problem lately. We have so many. No, that's been, I'm saying, our collective problem lately. So we have so many things going.
I'm just going to text Marcel and Grady.
Marcel and Denise. Yeah, Denise.
Yeah. I'm gonna text them.
She knows. Her and Marcel, they're the ones with the plan. My brain, honestly, is starting to go to scrambled eggs just a little bit with so much coming and going lately, guys. Honestly, there's so many. It's hard to. You have so many ducklings, and you're trying to keep track of them all. It's
so
very
much going on, and we know that winter's coming, and that of course is adding on more and more stress of like we got to button up this, 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 and it's just like.
Yeah. When?
So yeah.
When?
But I did get the. Back of Biggie unloaded, so Biggie is back and ready. I can just unload or unhook the trailer from there and go get one more supply run.
Yes.
And that should be enough to do or start working on the back deck.
Yeah, remember we were kind of shy off of 15 boards when we went to buy that big old pile of boards. And we were like, oh, we'll end up going to either Lowe's or we'll pick them up from S&W later. No. Well, then we didn't, right? Because we ended up working out there and doing as much as we could. Gary got sick. Life happened.
A lot of back and forth with that one.
So the truck is empty, though.
Truck is empty.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot done over that way.
Yeah, on the Playhouse front. The Playhouse is at a very, very good spot where we can turn attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we are going to be getting a lot of weather this next little bit. Going to be getting rain, of course, you know. And it's going to start getting into the points where it is going to start freezing come this October. Or this Halloween, I mean. Sorry. My brain is mush. All right, I got so much on my brain stressing out. But anyway.
I don't think it's going to freeze. I think it's just going to get down into the 30s. Did it say freeze?
30 degrees. 32 is freezing.
No, I thought it was getting into the 30s. Like, I thought it was going to be like 37.
30 degrees is what it's calling for.
It's going to be 30? I thought it was like 37.
Or on Halloween night. So, that's freezing. And, yeah, that's going to be fun. I have to tear into the ceiling over here to get in some of the rim joist areas for the back deck. I'm going to try to get all that done before Halloween. Because it's going to be freezing. Yeah, I don't want any of that insulation open or anything else like that.
Yep.
So we're working as much as we can and as quick as possible. The good thing is that it is going to be raining. So if I can't do anything outside, I can do stuff inside.
Yes.
And start working on from there.
Yes, I'm trying to get back onto. David Glunt says, Mel, glad to see you survived the weekend after Gary packed everything from the house to take with him.
I would have packed more. If I'm just saying, I would have packed more. But yeah, I was actually good with what I had.
Paul-
And then Tim sent over another list and another list and another list. And I was like, wait, what? I got to pack sheets and pillows and towels. I was like, man, all right. I guess I'm going to have to add more to my list or my things. And yeah, so I ended up with a lot.
Paul Honeyman says that it's all great. He said it's peroxide and baking soda.
Peroxide
Check,
and baking
check.
soda.
Thank you so much.
Check. All right.
Seriously.
Thank you,
I'm going to screenshot that. Ching, ching.
Paul. You got that?
Yep.
Perfect.
Screenshotted. Thank you.
Perfect. That sounds about right there. Peroxide and baking soda. Baking soda takes out a lot of nasty.
Making It Home says 3% peroxide, baking soda, and a squirt of Dawn. Do
Okay.
not wet the dog first. That is very important information. Thank you so
Yes.
much, because, yeah, we've got ourselves into a situation, or the dogs got
I
themselves
got a
into a
text from
situation.
Marcel.
Oh, thanks,
We golden.
Marcel.
We golden. Thank you, Marcel.
Thank
you guys
you,
are
man.
awesome.
Hey, Drifting Dreamers 5 is in the house. What's going on? What's going on, God? And,
going on?
let's trade paint. Hello, hello.
What's going on, buddy?
Norel Williams, Hat Creek Homestead. Hey, Dawn.
What's going on?
David Moffat, Stephen
Hola,
Kennedy, O'Rourke's Little Fields.
Hey.
Hey, hey. Good to see everybody. Cuddly Texan, Red 81 Camaro, Back to Good. Hello, hello. And I'm scrolling to the bottom because I'm so behind. White Rock Nation, what's going on, guys? Good to see you in here, too. No bad beads.
Wee's house. How deep is your pond? Not 100% sure, but that's something that we're gonna end up having to find out here real soon.
Yeah, we would
I do have some waders now, so.
You do have some weight. You do. That is true.
I know. I have walked into the pond to retrieve a couple of fish that went into the bushes when we were fishing, and that was a pain in the butt, but it came up to my waist, and I was trying to stay hugging up against the bushes and everything in the water. And so, I mean, it gets pretty deep pretty quick.
It does. I remember that, too, when you went in for the fish. I remember that.
I took one step, and it was knee, and then I took another step at my waist. I was all, okay, this is pretty deep.
Norel Williams says, Mel, I know the 41.36 wasn't a fan of Vegemite, but it turned 100 years old yesterday. Aw, that's actually really cool. And I was just
crazy.
thinking about that the other day, actually. I was thinking about using it for a soup, because I still have some, and it's like shelf stable forever, right? Pretty much.
Vegemite for a soup?
Yeah, you can. You use it, and instead of using like a bouillon cube or something, you would use it for the broth.
I have never in a million years I would have ever thought about that.
Well, yeah, it melts and it like.
I'm just saying, never in a million years I wouldn't have ever even thought about that.
That's not something that I just made up. I had to have heard that from somebody from somewhere, because I've done that before, and I only got Vegemite from the subscribers, and I put it into food
not me,
before.
so I don't know. I would.
You've
what?
eaten it that way. Just saying, you've eaten it that way. So, anyhow, that is cool. Thank you for letting me know. I actually didn't mind it. The kids didn't mind it at first either, but then the aftertaste, they were like...
I didn't really like it.
Yeah, Gary didn't like it.
I didn't really like it.
Anthony wasn't a fan. The ground here in Arkansas is way too warm for any accumulation of spits from the sky to stick till a while after it freezes.
This is very true. This is very true. We have not had really a good rainstorm for a while.
Well, and I've noticed that too. Like, even after... when it gets into winter and it's been cold and it stays cold, the daily temperature stays low, and then you do have like the rain, the ground. I've never found a situation out here where the ground was actually frozen, even unless it was just at the snow times, like when it was actually.
Yeah, that mainly is in like December, like
no, February.
Well, yeah, February, January, in those times roughly, but. Yeah. I've seen it early in the mornings, but not through the
Ironics, 1979, winter is coming. I know, I want to watch Game of Thrones again, guys.
It is coming, that's for sure.
No, it is coming. We'll be ready, hopefully. We're doing the best we can, one day at a time.
I've been doing a lot of research, though. been getting my duckies in a row. I've been getting a lot of different things together and trying to figure out and finalize, and yeah, we just got to get this done.
We just gotta power through finishing all of the foundations, guys. I think until we get all of that like stuff done, I think we're just gonna have this looming weight of because it's such agonizing part of the build, and it takes so much time and so much measuring and remeasuring and going back to this drawing board and coming back because despite popular belief, we've never done this before. We're just learning on the fly and going with it as we go.
I am going to be doing the ice and water shield, but I don't want to put the ice and water shield on there too early because that is the more crucial thing that you really, as soon as that's on, you will need that roof on top of that. You need that to where it's going to be protecting that layer 100%. So I'm getting there. Everything's getting there, little by little. Little by little. Little by little.
Well, we made some very big progress. It wasn't super little by little this week. This week, I would say what we did was, that was a lot of physical labor doing what we did and getting the playhouse to the position that we're at right now. You guys are going to see it. And with any luck, we'll be able to get on to the deck portion over here within the next couple of days, pending weather.
And I also found out, too, while we were doing that over there, that one of the parts that I ordered was incorrect, and I'm gonna have to tape that thing up and return it and be like, you guys lied to me. I needed 6x6 beam post hangers, not this.
Yeah, they sent you the wrong thing.
Punks. Yeah, so I gotta send them back and whatnot, and I'm just gonna pick them up in town because I know I can get those on hand, like physically in my hand.
In my hand.
I knew you'd catch that one.
Inside joke. Guys, it's just been if you can't tell, we're absolutely exhausted.
Yeah.
That's why, and that's even like the name of this live chat too. I can't think of a video title. Let's just hang out. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yes.
I absolutely love hanging out with you guys and being able to chat with you guys and I don't know, let off some steam. And Brian Wilkerson wants to know when. When
I feel like it, dang it, no.
When it's gonna happen when it happens. Every day.
It's getting there.
It is
little by
getting
little.
there.
Little by little. Oh.
Tundra Jason, my crazy dad just moved to Ruth, Nevada, and the low is going to be 3 on Sunday.
Man.
3 in Ruth, Nevada? Dang.
I believe they're up there, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. They're freaking getting slammed.
That's pretty
right
cold.
Now. They're getting a little bit of dustings here and there.
Solaire Andrew says, don't stress yourself out. Take it day by day. We're trying to. And in all reality, I think that we've got a really good method to the madness of all of that. And we just have to continue to stay focused, which is hard to do when you have so many different things going on at once.
Yes, unfortunately.
But we're staying focused and we're not giving up. We're chucking away at something every single day. Something is getting chucked away at, and that's just how you have to roll with it sometimes when you have, correct, I guess, as much going on as we do. Yeah. But I'm not stressed out about it. I guess my job is to make sure that y'all aren't stressed out about it. Because when y'all get stressed out about it, then we get stressed out about it. You know what I mean? So, kumbaya, hakuna matata, everything's going to be all right. Our house is going to get built. Our kids are happy. We're happy. Life is good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. Hakuna matata. I know the world is falling apart around us, but life is good, right? It's like that meme of the dog with the house is burning down. That's not our life. I'm just saying the world around.
Yeah.
Status of everything. It's easy for, we're not going to go all into it or whatever, but I know we see what's going on, and it can make people feel some kind of way, and then they lash out because they're feeling some kind of way, and then it perpetuates itself, and we don't want that. So we're gonna be the kumbaya. That's what we're gonna be. It's all good, guys. Everything's all good. It's all good. Just keep saying it over and over, and it'll be true.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Mal, I'm still laughing about how you were so laughing so hard last week. It was great. I get on tangents sometimes, and I'll just get cracked up about something, and Gary does too.
Man.
He's got a very special laugh. I have a very special laugh too, though. But Gary gets more schmack about his than I do.
Can't help it. It's my laugh.
I know.
I laugh when it's awkward. I laugh when it's funny. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. I just laugh.
Mel, has Gary stopped talking about fishing yet? Says Drew Sons. No.
Not
No.
really.
No.
I still have a whole bunch of worms left in the fridge. And I've got some chicken livers that I need to thaw out, and I need to take Abe out.
Yeah, chicken livers and then the hearts and stuff. When we did all the meat bird processing, I made sure to save as much as we possibly could, so that way, you know. But there were certain things that I didn't save that, you know, maybe some people eat and enjoy, but I haven't yet, and I want somebody to lead the way in that with me before I guess get it too adventurous and do it on my own, like the feet and stuff. Like people eat that, and people eat the. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't been super adventurous about it yet. But if somebody led the way for me, maybe I would try. I would definitely try it.
Nope.
And I mean,
Nope.
I would try it, but
no.
there's certain things that we decided to let the dogs have and let the coyotes have.
Yep.
So,
No.
you can hear Gary's laugh over a quarter mile away. That's a fact, says Tundra.
Yep. Man on the mountain, shoot, especially when I got up to take off, if I laughed at all, anybody on the mountain in a 1.5 mile span would be like, Gary's working today.
They'd be like, I know Gary's on the mountain.
Man.
Yeah, so Gary, some people don't know, but actually Gary used to work for a zipline company. That's what he did for many, many years. And then when you hear us talking about, oh yeah, we want to put a zipline over the pond and we're going to have a zipline over by the kids' playhouse, it's a fact. It's going to happen. Gary's the one that has the know-how. It's going to happen.
I've been looking, actually,
Yeah.
on Granger and some other wire rope areas and whatnot where I normally go through and get. I'm looking at some spools.
Ooh.
They're expensive, but I want to get a continuous spool.
A continuous?
Continuous, to where now, if I get, say, like a 3,000-foot spool, that's a lot of wire. But if it's continuous, a lot of things can happen.
You're like, I could make it into this, I could make it into that.
All right, there's already 2 ideas now for a zip line that I've already crossing my mind with, and I'm like, I'm going to have, you know, guy wires coming off this way, that way, off of that one, tension wires. Okay. Yeah, I'm already adding numbers up in my head. So, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. Gary kept telling us how much he loves to eat fish, says Ryan.
That's funny. Yeah, no. That's the one thing I don't really enjoy too much. Which is the funniest thing, because I enjoy fishing like crazy, but which I don't mind eating it if it's prepared right, you know. But if it has that taste, that fishy taste, nope.
McAllister Homestead wants to know, Gary, have you started the front mud room?
No.
And what's going on with that? You must have missed one up back there. Just go ahead and fill them in quick. So
all right, so the front, no, I got you. So the front mud room, we are going to be getting another load of some shell. And we've got to move up some shell dirt around and everything before I start digging out some footings and putting that in there. I was thinking about putting the footings in there, but then I'd have to maneuver around the footings when I go to backfill. So, yeah, I'm going to hold off on that until I get that all situated, which that should be coming here real soon. So, and I've got some other things in the plan and works with that as well.
I guess when what we have an idea of a plan, not a set plan because life happens, but what we're trying to make happen is now that we got everything situated over at the playhouse to a spot where we can kind of maneuver away from it for a little while. We got the wood out of Biggie. Gary's going to go to town and go pick up some more pieces. We should be able to get back to work on the deck and get the deck up and platformed off and stuff, and to a point where we can actually be walking around up there safely. We still will need to be building like a roof awning from it at that point. But in the meantime of, I guess, that happening, we're going to try to schedule. See, this is why I say we have so much stuff going on, because it's the timing of everything. And you don't know when fully, but what we're going to try to work out is that when we finally get to that point, at that point, that's when the dirt is going to be getting brought over and actually be moving around over there.
While we're working on building the roof structure for the back over here.
Yes.
And once, hopefully, when everything's all said and done, we'll be done with this and ready to come over to the front and start digging the footings and start working on that pretty easily. Big plus is, over that way, the front mudroom, man, that's almost ground level to where we're not going to really have to be messing with too much in the air. And that's going to be a lot easier to work with.
Right.
than over here or where we're at right now.
That's going to be easier and
that should
way
be able
more.
To.
Yeah, because the playhouse is like on a super big hill and it's doing like a pier and beam style foundation, which neither one of us have actually done. We've read a lot about it. We've seen a lot of other people do it. We've helped out here and there. But we've never been the people like that. It's our project and we're doing
our
it.
Thing. So, I'm doing it. Yeah.
I'm just saying so it does take some, and it's kind of not necessarily a super easy thing to do. It's not for like the beginner,
no.
you know. So there's that, and then we have to come over here and do this, and that's going to be complicated too, working with the block and then the wood and connecting the two of those, and everything that we're doing is kind of a skilled trade that we've never done before, and we're just jumping into after reading some stuff and watching other people do it. So I guess we're a living testament that if we can do it, you guys can do it. Just do it.
No.
Just do it.
Don't ever give up.
Just keep going. If you got to mess around and change things around here and there, well, then that's what you got to do. Just get it done. Just keep going. Just keep doing it. That's how we're getting everything done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can also be living testament that sometimes it'll get your eggs scrambled. It'll turn you into mush. And you'll go squirrel 24/7, and you'll just be perpetually living like with that. At least
I'm trying something for this last month, and it's been a constant reminder of KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make it overcomplicated. So yeah, that's where I'm trying to remind myself that.
He's trying.
Trying really hard. But this playset was not the easiest. I'll tell you this right now. If anybody has bought and treated lumber, oh my goodness.
The swelling is real.
One way or another. Like 2x8x8s, I would have thought that all of them would have been at least, 1.5 inches wide by 7.5 inches, or 1.5 inches thick by 7.5 inches wide, right? No. They're all in between 7.25 to 7 5/8. That ballpark. None of them are exactly the same. And you're like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Why can't you just be straight and simple? I could tweak you one way or another and make you good. No. And treated wood was not like that.
No, it took a lot of bending and pulling and planing and pushing, and I mean, it definitely took a lot.
Manipulation like no tomorrow.
It definitely took a lot, but we got it there. But yes, McAllister, KISS Gary. The KISS system doesn't work for things that need to last a lifetime.
I'd say yes and no. Like, the way I'm doing it for the playhouse is how it should be done, right? For post and beam and all that kind of stuff, from what I've looked at. But
I don't know. I've seen us do some stuff that I haven't seen other people do, but I just always figure, you know what? Gary's a man with a plan, and all right, I do what you want.
All right.
But it's okay.
I'm missing my post hangers. That would be up there, but I got some big old lags that are in there, all right?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way that we go about finding the solution to the problem.
Well, I'm not saying anything about that.
That
I wasn't saying anything on that. All right.
Oh, yeah, I was saying we do things like way different on that.
The end result, all right? That's how it should
result,
be.
Yes, the end result is good where it's always should be, 100% for sure. And that I do, yes. But how we get to the end result is a lot of times different than how I've seen other people do it, because your brain works differently, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? When we get to where we're going to be at, is it not perfect? Is it not great? It is. It's perfect. It's great. So who gives two rats how if we go this way or that way? That's what makes us and what makes you, you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I go with your flow. Like, I'm your right hand. So I'm good with it.
I'm good with it if you're good with it.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it. It's all good. See? It's all good, guys. I was told that you can put a tea bag on the toothache. It helps well too. Yeah, actually, so I've seen some really good suggestions in here going over to Mike at DD5. He's got a toothache. You could do vanilla. You can, if you got any liquor, you can do liquor. You can do the tea bag. I have heard that too. Tea bags are also great depending on the type of tea bag at drawing stuff out.
No.
So again, it would work in your mouth to draw stuff out. Right Walk says, the story is always in the journey. That's right. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it special. And that's what makes it good. That's what makes it worth it.
Steel would be more accurate on the measurements.
What was that?
Ironics, 1979. Gary, steel would be more accurate on measurements. I'm confused.
Steel would be?
I'm confused.
I think maybe they're saying that...
Is that an acronym?
Huh?
Steel?
No,
Like
I think he's saying, no, I don't think it's like KISS. I think he's saying like steel,
or am I
like
missing
actual steel. And it probably would be because there's no swelling and there's no swelling and contracting and everything. That's what I was thinking about.
I would say yes and I would say no on that one, to be quite honest. And the only reason why is because I have ordered stock, like metal pieces and whatnot, and it's not 100% straight, man. There's some variances that are allowed or tolerances that are allowed that makes it a little funky. Like when we did the stairwell, the headers or the lintel beam or whatever it's called for the block work. And that guy, man, that thing, there was one of them that I had. It was all wavy. I was all, what in the world happened here, man? I know you hit it with the torch. Like, you couldn't have put like a straight iron on that before you hit it or something? Like, man. But yes, you are correct. For the most part, steel would be a lot more on point.
I'm smiling because I read Albert Ajiri's comment. He says, got the mug today. Thank you. You guys go for it. Thank you, Albert, for winning last time with the honeycomb. And thank you for letting me know that you finally got your mug today. That's awesome. I hope that you get a nice, and it's perfect because it's like cold weather time. I'm glad that that's what you picked out. Thanks for letting me know. Honeycomb, guys, honeycomb. I'm sorry, I went squirrel. I ruined it. Paul Honeyman says, what's the difference in a male homesteader's trip and a female's trip? The males go to fill the freezer. 3 Mississippi and Drifting Dreamers. Maybe.
No.
But, you know, they bring home the food. We still have to cook the food, right? So that's how it works at my house anyway.
Maybe it was a acronym. Tundra Jason just put STEAL, Strategic Transfer of Equipment to Alternate Location.
Oh, maybe it was an acronym. Let us know if it was an acronym.
Now I'm really confused.
I was trying to work with the KISS method in my brain.
I know, that's what we were talking about. That's why I was like, was that an acronym or what?
I know, but I was also, I don't know.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah, now we're confused. What's new? What else is new? When is the girls' trip, Nomad Beads? I don't know. I was talking with Roxanne and Lissa. We should and Sid, we should definitely do something soon, but I don't know when. When. To be honest with you, I would be preoccupied until maybe the second week of November or something. And then Thanksgiving's going to be coming up soon too.
Yeah, we've got.
That's the thing. It's much easier for men to run off because they don't have the responsibilities of the home as much as women do.
You can dip out whenever you want. You just let me know. I'll take care of the house. I just got to go. I just got to go run an errand first.
I have to get it prepared for you to take care of the house.
That's what I was saying. I'd have to go run an errand first. I'd go over to Walmart and I'd pick up a butt ton of pizza and some lasagna and be like, all right, I got frozen food and I'll throw it in the oven. There you go. All right. No?
I think last time I had to make you guys like casseroles or something.
I'd be down. I screwed up. Tomorrow, don't let me forget. I need to grab the propane tanks.
Cuddly Texan, the ladies' trip could be a bachelorette party for Lindsay.
Hey.
When, Drew? No pressure. Just Steel B.
Just Steel B. Oh, I'm confused.
Now we're even more confused. We don't know much about building. We're just doing it, all right? As far as that kind of stuff is. Sorry, kids. Mac and cheese for the weekend. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, says White Rock. That and cereal.
Well.
That and cereal. Cindy Brown, Gary doesn't do the KISS system. He does the build it so you never have to touch it again.
Exactly.
You know, I don't hate it because my dad was the same way. Yeah, my dad George was the exact same way. He would, whenever he built anything, and he built his own house. He was, I think, in his early 60s. I want to say he was like 62. But anyway, he started building his own house, and he did the majority of the work of it himself. And he used to build stuff to where it was like he'd super glue stuff closed that had no business being super glued closed for no reason at all. He would just, yeah, he made it so that way you never had to touch it, and Gary does that a lot too. So I have a high tolerance for that, I guess, because I'm used to it.
There's a few things that he has passed on, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know.
That's for sure. The wood glue part, that one's pretty funny. 'Cause, yeah, any piece of wood that he put up, he used wood glue. And there ain't no way that thing's coming apart, even if you unscrew it.
It comes apart in splinters.
I swear, that one little TV mount that he put in the backside, he wood glued that thing in and then screwed it in with these huge lags. I was like, oh my goodness. There ain't no removing that.
Yeah. I've been thinking about my dad a lot this month, guys. His birthday was at the beginning of the year. He would have been 80 years old on October 12th. Yep. So.
He'd be proud of you, baby.
I'm proud of you too.
It's been a heck of a time. Let's see here. What do we got here?
Gary, are you building everything to Miami-Dade County standards?
No. But I'm trying to stay with Cal Neveri's standards in a sense, because from what I've looked at and everything else, it's better and higher than over here. So I'll just stay with those standards in a sense, and then I up it with certain things, especially when it comes down to hurricane numbers and snow loads and everything else. I'm like, okay, I'll up those up a little bit more. A little bit more.
I once wrapped a friend's Christmas present with a whole roll of duct tape, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm going to do that to come on this year for Christmas. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. We'll do that to David for Christmas this year.
You know, get him something this like small and put it in a
super
box.
Small. It's like
tape it super good. Put it in another box. Tape it super good. Put it in another box. Tape it up again. Just keep on doing it until it's like 30 boxes, and
I'll
it's
be like,
this
I don't
huge
even want
gift,
it
right?
anymore.
It's this huge. Wait to see what happens. You know. Box,
I don't even want
box
it.
10. What in the world? It's another box. I'm sorry. That would be funny.
That would be super
I've
funny.
wanted to do that for so long. I don't know. Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to open it up and see it be a box. In a
Drifting
box.
Dreamers, you know Gary will help with the kids. Y'all go have some fun. We will. We'll have some. I'm thinking I got to talk with the ladies. I'm not the one that makes all the plans. I'm not the, the plan maker around here. But I know that within our own little personal life plans, what I got going on. And one of my children are having a birthday here really soon. And, and then we got the usual stuff. Like I know Mike and Lissa are going to be traveling to go visit their family for Thanksgiving and stuff, and I don't want to make plans like too close to their plans, so it'll make things difficult for them, and it can't be too close to our stuff because it'll make stuff difficult to us, and it has to work.
Yep.
We got to pick a time, and that's good for and conducive for everyone, far enough away from all the stuff that we already got planned, but yet close enough to where it's not hindering anything. You know how it goes.
Yep.
I got to get with the ladies. Got to figure it out. If I was at the trip, there would have been awkward moments. There were a lot of awkward moments from what I heard, Tundra. There were a lot.
Man.
I heard some things, and actually Gary caught them all on hot mic, and yeah, that won't be going on YouTube, but it was funny. You guys.
Bro, there was some times there was like, my goodness.
The things that were flying out of the mouths, man. I was like, oh.
It was a good time.
It was you guys seemed to have a wonderful time.
No. Oh, yes.
There were 3 Mississippi, that's right.
3 Mississippi. No more tips till deer season is over.
Barbara Hopkins, I want to congratulate Old Man King Homestead on his new place in Arkansas. Well, Old Man King Homestead, I'm happy to have you be a transplant right alongside with us.
Oh, yeah.
And all the Arkansans out here. Yes, I finally learned how to say Arkansan.
I still don't think it's right.
I still don't think it's right, but I finally learned how to say it, all right? Arkansan. All the Arkansans out here welcomed us with open arms, and I'm sure they will welcome you as well. Congratulations, because it's a beautiful state. I love it out here. This one time at fish camp, shower doors were left open.
Man.
Poor Mike and poor Ryan. Y'all were getting so thrown under the bus, but you guys totally did it to yourselves. I don't blame the guys one bit. I know that like, I'm not even in it, and I just know that that's what they'd be stepping it into.
The funny part is,
I just know how they are.
The funny part is that we all knew, everybody, instantly. It was like, dang well, as soon as they hit send, it was, no, repeat, no, delete. Dang it.
It was almost as bad as that one Seinfeld episode. I was in the pool.
Yep,
the intensity of the moment. Yeah.
Oh, man. That was a good time, man. That was a good time.
It was. And you know what? I cannot wait for you guys to see all the stuff that has been burning me and Gary out this week. I know, for instance, our good friend Aunt D, a very wonderful subscriber. I don't know if she's watching this now or if she'll just be watching this on the replay. But I know that she's extremely excited for us to get to work on the kids' playhouse. I know the kids are super excited. We're both super excited. It's something we wanted to do for them since we got to the property. And we're doing a lot of stuff, I guess, on the side that we've been wanting to do since we've thought about the property, like the pond, right? And finally getting around to getting the kids their playhouse, No. But I can't wait for us to finish it, and I cannot wait for her to see it when it's done.
No.
Yeah, I've been praying for you, Aunt Di. I really have.
Yes.
Aunt D.
Aunt D.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good time.
I say Di like Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Princess Di.
Yeah.
That's how I read it. I don't know if that's actually how you mean it, but that's how I read it. So, anyway. Sorry. I'm squirreling off tonight, guys. If you can't tell, I'm having kind of for an unknown, no reason, I feel like just a super amount of like energy sometimes before we go do live streams and whatnot. And I'll sit there and I'll shake and I'll but there's for no reason, But yeah.
I mean, I get that way all the time.
Yeah.
I call that ADHD.
Like I know that I'm in front of a bunch of people. Drew is selling the text thread to his oldie fans. To the highest bidder, I suppose.
That's funny. I don't have the text thread. I was updating my phone during it, so. But I got a lot of the aftermath.
What's the starting bid, Dreaming Drifters 5? West House, any Halloween plans? Yes, we are going to have a very, we don't do the typical, like, Halloween stuff. No. We're not really super into that. But, however, the kids do like to play dress up, and they do costumes and stuff. We showed actually what their costumes were here on a live chat a couple weeks ago. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a family barbecue and hang out with the kids. We're going to play some games with them. I'm going to get some stuff so they could do like the wrap the mummy, where you time them and you have to have them wrap themselves up like a mummy in toilet paper, and they got to spin around to do it. It's fun. They can do the musical chairs, and we're going to go do a haunted walk through the property. Essentially, it's a scavenger hunt, and the guys always like jump scare the kids and stuff during that. But it's a big scavenger hunt. Instead of trick-or-treating, we get the kids each their own bowl of candy and fill it all the way up. And then I make out every year, I write out 10 clues. And it's kind of like a rhyme kind of a thing. And I use different areas around the property to hide each of the clue. Yep. And so one piece of paper will say like, a riddle, and then they have to figure out where the next clue is. They go to that spot and then they look around, and then they find another clue, and then it goes all the way through. And then at the very end of it all, they end up getting their big bowl of candy, and then we start the games, and then we start, the monster mash and the music and stuff, and just hang out, eat candy, have a good dinner, and play games with them. That's what our Halloweens typically look like. So it's a lot of fun. It's a tradition for us, and that's what we like to do. The day after that is another family tradition, and we have Junk Day. So, and Junk Day is exactly what it sounds like. It's a day where we are terrible in our habits, and we eat nothing but junk, and we love every minute of it. It is the day that we go have all of that big pot of candy, and so we go through, pick all of our favorites out, and then we just gourd ourselves and feast, and it's Junk Day.
It gets a lot of that, need for candy.
It does.
Throughout the year gone.
Yeah, it's
and
like
out of your system.
Our yearly fix, to where we don't feel the need to have like 10 pieces of candy. You can only have like 1 or 2. And
unless there's other bags of candy around, and then, I end up going through it and eating it all.
Gary's a candy gordo, for sure.
Until it's like Whoppers or Duds left, and I'm like, yep, nope, I ain't eating those.
But yeah, Junk Day is a family tradition of ours. And then the next day after Junk Day, though, so it's like 3 days in a row, right? You got Halloween, you got Junk Day, and then the day after that is Scarlett's birthday. And that's always how it goes. So it's going to be a busy time of year next week for us. Next week is going to be...
I still can't believe that.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe Scarlett is going to be 9 years old. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I know. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Oh, man. That's nuts.
Our middle child is going to be almost a double digit. It's not fair.
Nutty, nutty, nutty.
I know. It's all Grady. The best memories. Sugar Rush. Yes. Mm-hmm. Candy is a must for me. This is Jason. Tara, not so much. Yeah, me and Gary like to eat our fair share of candy too. I'm not going to lie. I love candy. Gary loves candy.
Love it all.
We all love candy.
All for the most part.
But we can't have big hordes of candy around the house because we will eat it all. Like, we're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat it all. If we have the candy, we're gonna eat it.
And like a sitting. I'll be sitting there in bed watching TV, and I'll have the big old thing of candy.
The shame.
Oh, yeah, candy.
Oh, the shame.
And then by the time I look down, I'm like, it's empty.
There's no more candy. What happened?
How did I eat all that candy? And I'm left with this huge pile of wrappers right next to me. And Mel looks over at me just that. What in the world? How did you eat all that candy?
This pile of wrappers.
Oh no! I just got stuck on my show, and I got no more candy.
I was just eating and watching, But yeah. So we try to get it all out of our system on Junk Day. Other than that, we don't really keep a whole bunch of stuff around the house. Like, we usually don't have a bunch around.
No.
Yeah. This is the only time of year where like we ever really have a whole lot of it.
Ooh, pecan pie. Is Aaron's downfall.
Oh, pecan pie. I love, Roxanne makes a
Yep.
killer pecan pie. And you know what? She doesn't even like pecan pie that much, but she loves us so much that she goes through all the work and she makes it for us every, I love you, Rox. I love you,
Pecan
Rox. Thank you for
pie.
making the pecan pie. She does. She makes it so good. Oh, every year. Oh, Thanksgiving is coming. I can't wait. And her rolls. Roxanne makes some great rolls. We got a 3-minute warning from Tundra Jason. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate you guys. We will, so sorry about leaving you guys hanging off on Real Talk today. My bad. We will be back.
It is what it is.
We will do one tomorrow. I just figured we were going to be going live today, and we really wanted to get a lot of work done because
We were planning on doing it at lunch.
we were, and
but
but the impending rain, which is
Yeah.
kind of, and
it was like,
I will say today wasn't the easiest of days either. It
No.
was a little frustrating and very drawn out for me,
No.
at least, because there was a lot of measuring and remeasuring and going back, and so there was a lot of standing around for me today. A lot.
yeah, unfortunately.
So it just was that way.
We're at a really nice spot now.
But it needed to be done. Like everything that
Everything
was
needed to be
done
done.
needed to be done.
We're at a really, really nice
Yeah.
spot. I know I've said that before, but we're at a really, really nice spot now.
Todd stole the SLR chat this morning. He probably did. He probably came over and said, "I'm gonna poop on your pancakes." Not today. I'm like, what? Maybe, I don't know. We just weren't really, we knew we needed to get the work that we got done. And we knew that we're having a storm and stuff coming out. And last time they said that we were gonna have a really big storm. We didn't get like anything. It was like half of a drop. And I have a feeling this time it might be the same kind of a thing where they say, oh, big storm, but really we only get 1 day of a big storm when they're projecting like 4 days.
Yeah.
I think Saturday is probably going to be our worst day, like realistically.
And I think that's the lowest % chance. That we have.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy how it works out?
It's calling for 70% chance tomorrow.
Yeah, 70% tomorrow.
But it's only
so-
calling for, I think it said 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch.
Which isn't
for the
that
whole
much.
day.
Which isn't that much. Which means it'll probably downpour at some time during the day, or it will like mist all day.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know. But then sometimes it'll say that and then it'll just downpour the whole time. So you never really know. So we were trying to get as much done today. But we'll be back with Real Talk tomorrow morning for you guys. I have a lot of footage in the can. If you guys are wondering when are we going to see all these great things you guys have been working on. I'm going to do another editing day here in the Matrix very soon. And when I should be able to get you guys out a video by Friday. I was going to try to put one out tomorrow, but I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to work in the afternoon physically because I can't be in 2 places at once.
No, unfortunately.
So it's either I'm in the Matrix and I'm making the vlogs or I'm in the real world making the vlogs. I gotta be picky choosy, so
Yep.
yeah. But I'll have something out there for you guys soon. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for this this live chat that I didn't know what to name it, and I told you guys just to come and hang out with us. I appreciate you guys for being here with us. By the sound of that, it sounds like
Empty
Mike and
Homestead.
Terry with MT Homestead are live. So I'm going to tell everybody to go over to Mike and Terry with MT Homestead. Give them a love raid from Mel and Gary at Simple Life Reclaimed. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. You guys are the best. We really appreciate you guys. I hope that you guys had fun. And apologies if you didn't. Sorry. Maybe better next week, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to run Love Raid Mike and Terry, and we'll see you here on Simple Life maybe in a day or two, and we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow on Real Talk with SLR. So until the next one, friends, we love y'all, but we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.
Now we got a hot mic, because I got to